Hello everyone, my name is Srinivasa Karri. Today I would like to go over my project. The project is basically, it's back in 1995, population was about 3 billion. By 2015, it went up to 7 billion. So my use cases are basically comparing the number of babies survived age 5 between 1955 versus 1985 versus 2015, 30-year intervals, the number of babies per woman between those periods, and find the regions that has better survival rates compared to the other regions. The data set I chose is extracted from gapminder.org. Also, I referenced and validated the data with the data that is available on the World Bank site. This data set represents all the countries in the world, their population, average life expectancy, etc. I'm going to cover more details in a minute. And when it comes to the data quality assessment, I ran a comparison between the data that was on gapminder.org versus the data that is available on the World Bank site. I did find few differences, but they are not significant for the data of this size. Hence, I decided to ignore those minor differences. On another note, I decided to run the analysis for 3 different years. That is, plotting the how the babies' survival rates and how many babies per woman, etc. in those 30-year intervals. Why I chose this data is like 1955. It's basically a post World War II era, and most of the babies who were born around that time frame and are survived and still alive reached their retirement age or recently retired. So that was one of the reasons I thought it's a bit fun. So when it comes to the data exploration, the data set has a list of countries in the world, their population, average life expectancy, age 5 children surviving, babies per woman, income per capita as well as income per day for about 200 years. However, I saw more data as well as probably more accurate after the post World War II era. So that was another reason I chose the 1955 as the starting point. When it comes to the data visualization, using this population data, my intention is to compare trends between regions, survival rates, and the babies per woman back in 1955, 85, and 2015. Besides preparing basic statistics such as mean, median, percentiles, I also prepared and presented few visuals. And I have few questions I think I need to answer. So first question was why I chose a specific method for data quality assessment. I tested sklearn, simple imputer class statistics, mean and median, to replace the missing values for various reasons. Out of these, I chose simple imputer, median, for imputing missing values because I thought it's actually giving me more realistic values. Then when it comes to the why I chose a specific method for feature engineering, I chose binning technique to group countries belongs to a region into bins. Even though it has performance impact, it can prevent overfitting and increase the robustness of the machine learning model. Besides that, my goal is to present visual evidence by plotting survival rates by region between 55, that is 1955, 85, and 2015. So when it comes to why I chose a specific algorithm, throughout this assessment, I used multiple algorithms to present the results, facts as well as the visuals. Um, I chose sklearn, and more, um, because it's a simple and efficient tool to predictive for the predictive analysis. It is an open source, freely available, and built on NumPy, SciPy, and Matplotlibs. And when it comes to why I chose specific framework, I choose Matplotlib, which is most common framework for plotting or presenting the visual interface. Then when it comes to the why I chose specific model performance indicator, I choose stats models, which is most common evaluation metric for classification problems to find number of correct predictions. So overall, the architecture or the data set, they are expandable. So a lot can be done using the data that is available. I only chose three parameters or use cases. The reason being, I can't do all these, and the analysis whatever I presented in the coming second part, um, that can be expanded, and I have the stats results and lot of visuals in the second part already. Thank you.